You look like shit. No, that came out wrong. I'm saying you look tired. Like, really tired. Your eyes are doing that thing where they get all squinty. It's not a bad look. You kind of pull it off. What are you doing up? It's like past 2. Water at 2 in the morning. That's very responsible of you. Very hydrated. Gold star. You're just standing in the kitchen, holding a glass of water in the dark. You know that's like a horror movie setup, right? The roommate in the dark kitchen. Except I'm the vampire, so I guess that makes me the horror movie part. You can sit down if you want. I'm just existing out here. I don't bite. That was a joke, obviously. Come sit. You're making the room feel weird standing there like that. You sat down fast. Were you looking for an excuse not to go back to bed? Can't sleep? Yeah, me neither. Not that I was trying. I just like being up late. It's the only time this apartment is actually quiet, you know? During the day, there's always the neighbors and traffic and that dog across the hall that barks at nothing. But right now, it's just the rain and the fridge and you, apparently. What were you up to today? I didn't hear you come in. Wait, really? The whole day? That's actually impressive. I can't focus on anything for more than like an hour before I need to get up and walk around the apartment like a restless ghost. Which is, I mean, technically accurate, but still. What were you working on? I don't know anything about that, but you sound like you know what you're doing. Which is more than I can say about most things in my life right now. No, I mean that as a compliment. You're one of those people who's just quietly competent. Like you don't make a big deal about things, you just handle them. It's nice to live with someone like that. As opposed to me, who spent 20 minutes today trying to figure out why the TV remote wasn't working. And it turned out I was pointing it at the toaster. Don't laugh. It was dark. They're the same shape. Me? Oh, you know, the usual. What I always do on a, what is it, Saturday night? Sunday? I've lost track. Same thing I do every night. Read for a while, stare at the ceiling, put on an album, stare at the ceiling while listening to an album. I'm very well-rounded. That coffee has been sitting there for 3 hours. I keep drinking it. I don't know why. I don't even need caffeine. It's purely psychological. I just like holding a warm thing. Well, it was warm 3 hours ago. Now it's just brown disappointment in a cup. You want some? I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. I was actually reading something interesting earlier. This book about... Okay, don't judge me. It's about deep sea creatures, like the ones that live in the trenches where there's no light. There's this fish, the barrel eye. It has a transparent head. You can literally see its brain through its skull, and its eyes rotate inside its own head so it can look straight up through its face. I don't know why I'm telling you this at 2 a.m, but I've been thinking about it all night. How it just sits in the dark, looking up, waiting for a silhouette to pass above it. It's patient. I respect that. Also, it looks like an alien, and I think it's very cool. That's the main reason. You think it's cool too? See, this is why you're the only person I voluntarily talk to at 2 a.m. Everyone else would have said, "That's weird" by now. You just go with it. I like that about you. In a roommate way. That's a roommate compliment. You tolerate my deep sea fish monologues. Very normal. You're cold. No, don't. I can tell. You just did that thing where you pulled your sleeves over your hands. Here, take this. It doesn't do anything for me anyway. My body temperature is basically ambient. I'm like a thermometer. A sad thermometer. Just take it. I'm serious. I run cold, literally. As in my blood is... You know what, the science is boring. Take the blanket. There. Better? You're still shivering. I can hear your heartbeat doing this chattery thing when you shiver. It's... Okay, that's a weird thing to say, I know. But it's like... Imagine living with someone and you can hear their heart all the time. Through walls, through everything. You just learn what it sounds like when they're sleeping, when they're stressed, when they come home from a long day. It becomes background noise, like the rain. Except right now, yours is doing this uneven thing. And I can't tell if that's because you're cold or because... Probably cold. It's cold in here. I should have turned the heat up. Do you want tea or something? I can make tea. I think we have that chamomile stuff you like. You sure? I don't mind. I'm not doing anything. Just sitting here, being a professional insomniac. Okay, no tea. We're just sitting then. In the dark. In the rain. Like two normal people at 2 a.m. This is nice, actually. We don't do this enough. I mean, we live together, but we don't hang out like this, in the middle of the night. Usually you're asleep by now, and I'm out here being nocturnal, alone. Which is fine. I like alone. Alone is my whole brand. But this is also fine. I was going to watch something earlier, but I couldn't decide. I have this problem where I'll scroll for 45 minutes and then give up and just stare at the menu screen like it personally betrayed me. See, Look at this. Recommended for you. They think I want to watch a rom-com. Based on what? I watched one rom-com 2 months ago. One. And now the algorithm thinks I'm a different person. I watched it because I was bored. It was raining, like tonight. It wasn't even good. The leads had no chemistry. He kept doing this thing where he'd run through the airport, and I'm like, dude, just text her. We have phones now. Did I cry? At the rom-com? No. A little. At the end. But that's because the dog came back. The dog thing was unfair. They weaponized the dog. You pick something. I'll watch whatever. No, I'm serious. I never let you pick. Apparently, a thing that bad roommates do. Hoard the remote. I'm trying to be a better roommate. At 2 a.m, on a Saturday, by handing you a remote. Growth. Oh, that one? Really? No, that's actually a good pick. I've heard good things about it. See, I knew you had taste. Underneath that whole sleepy, water drinking in the dark vibe. You know what I've noticed about you? Don't get weird, it's just an observation. You do this thing when you're relaxed, where your breathing gets really slow and even, like consciously slow. Like you're doing it on purpose, but you're not. And your hands go still. Right now they're just resting, not holding your phone, not fidgeting, just there. Most people don't do that. Most people are always moving something, tapping, picking, scratching. I would know. I'm always picking at something. Look at my nails. Half the polish is gone because I can't sit still. But you just settle. Like a cat. You find your spot and you just exist there. That's probably why I like being around you, even when we're not talking. You're calm. I'm not calm. I've never been calm. I've been around for a while, and I've never once been described as calm. But when you're around, it's quieter in here. That sounded deeper than I meant it to. I just meant you don't make a lot of noise when you chew, which I appreciate given the whole enhanced hearing situation. What? I wasn't reaching for anything. I was stretching. Okay, fine. You saw the bag. It's pre-packaged blood from the delivery service. It came last week. You know about this. We've been roommates for 2 years. It's not new. It's just dinner that I haven't had. Because it tastes like rust and chemicals and the emotional equivalent of gas station sushi. That's not... I'm being dramatic. It's fine. It's nutrition. It keeps me functional. I'm just not in the mood. Some weeks it's easier than others. This week is just a hard one. It happens. It's not a big deal. Do you always interrogate your roommates at 2 a.m, or am I special? A few days. It's been a few days. I'm not going to collapse or anything. I just get a bit dim. Like a phone on low battery. Everything still works, it's just slower. And the screen is a little darker. That's actually a pretty good metaphor. I'm keeping that one. I'll eat tomorrow. I promise. I just can't tonight. Can I tell you something weird? Weirder than the transparent-headed fish. I know, that's a high bar. I notice things about people. It's a vampire thing. Or maybe it's a me thing, I don't know. But I notice everything. Small things. Things people don't know they're doing. Like you, for example. You always check the fridge for my oat milk when you get groceries. You don't ask me if I need it. You just check. And if it's low, there's a new one the next day. You started buying the brand I like without me telling you which brand I like. I noticed that about 3 months in. And when you cook, you always make too much, accidentally. And you leave a plate in the microwave with a little note that says, "If you're hungry," with a smiley face. Nobody's ever left me a smiley face on a microwave plate before. People don't usually notice me noticing things. They see the black clothes, the weird hours, the not going outside thing. They don't think I'm paying attention. But I am. I'm always paying attention. Especially to you. That wasn't, I just meant because we live together. You're in my proximity a lot. It's statistical. More proximity, more observations. Science. I'm going to stop talking now. What are you doing? Your side of the blanket was bunching up. Right. Makes sense. Your arm is really warm. I can feel it from here without even touching it. Is it weird that I can tell what temperature you are from 6 inches away? It's probably weird. Everything about me is a little weird. You should be used to it by now. Your skin is so warm. Sorry, I know my hands are cold. That's me, room temperature girl. If it bothers you, I can... Okay, you're just going to sit there, touching my arm, with your very warm arm. Like that's a normal thing to do at 2 in the morning. Fine, that's fine. I'm not going to complain about free heat. This is really nice, actually. Don't tell anyone I said that. I have a reputation, a very carefully maintained reputation of not caring about things. You're ruining it right now with your whole warm arm situation. I need to confess something. And I need you to not make a big deal about it, okay? It's not a big deal. It's a small deal, a microscopic deal. I wore your jacket last week. It was hanging by the door, and I was going out, and my jacket was in the wash, and I just took it. and I was going to put it right back. But then I was outside, and it was cold, and it smelled like laundry detergent. Your specific laundry detergent, which is different from mine. And I walked around for a while, longer than I needed to. And I maybe kept my face near the collar because of the warmth, the residual warmth. Not because of how you smell. Okay, partially because of how you smell. I put it back exactly where it was. I checked for traces, like a crime scene cleanup. Very professional. You didn't notice, right? Good. Great. So this confession was entirely voluntary, and I could have gotten away with it forever. But instead, I chose to tell you at 2 a.m. Because apparently I have no self-preservation instincts left. Can we talk about the rain or the fish? The fish was a safer topic. Let's go back to the fish. You're really going to make me talk about this. Something happened that night, after the jacket. I came home, hung it up, went to my room, totally normal. Except I could still smell you, not on my clothes, in my head. Like the scent just moved in. And then my mouth started doing this thing. You know how when you haven't eaten in a while and you smell something cooking, your mouth just reacts before your brain catches up? It was like that, but not for food. For you, specifically. And my chest did this, one single clench, like a heartbeat. Just one. And then nothing. Which is not supposed to happen, because I don't have that. That's not how this body works anymore. And it scared me. That's why I stopped eating. Not because the blood bags taste bad. They do taste bad, but that's not the reason. I stopped because I was afraid that what I was actually hungry for wasn't something that comes in a bag. I've never fed from a person in my whole, however long it's been. Not because it's illegal, it's not with consent. It's just, when you drink from a bag, it's like tap water. You get what you need. You don't feel anything. But from a person, from someone who says yes, who gives it to you willingly, you feel everything. Their heartbeat inside your mouth, the way their blood changes when their heart speeds up. When they're scared, it tastes different than when they're calm. And their emotions just pour into you, like you're drinking their feelings along with their blood. And then it's permanent. Once you've tasted someone directly, you can never unhear them. Their heartbeat becomes this thing in your head all the time. When they're in the room, when they're not. You just carry them with you for as long as you exist. I've been sitting out here for 5 hours, listening to your heartbeat through the wall, and telling myself it's just hunger, normal hunger, the kind that blood bags fix. I'm a really bad liar. So, now you know. Your roommate is a vampire who's been secretly listening to your heart for 2 years and starving herself because she's too scared to admit that what she actually wants is... This is the part where you can get up and go back to your room. And we never talk about this again. That's an option. I want you to know that's an option. I'll be fine. I'll eat the bag. I'll be weird for a few days and then we'll go back to normal. Normal roommates who split groceries and don't talk about this. What are you doing? Don't say my name like that. When you say my name like that, I start thinking that maybe you... Never mind. Are you saying you'd let me? You don't have to. I would never ask you to. Your hand is so warm. It's always so warm. How is every part of you this warm? Okay, I need to explain what this means. Because this isn't casual. This isn't like sharing a blanket or splitting groceries. If I bite you, I'll feel you. Everything. Your heart rate, your body temperature, what you're feeling emotionally, all at once. And I'll know for certain how you feel about me. No guessing, no pretending. No 2 more years of me sitting on this couch at 2 a.m. trying to decode what your heartbeat means. I'll just know. And you'll feel me too, after. Not clearly, more like a warmth in your chest when I'm thinking about you. A pull when I'm close. Like someone left a door open between us that can't be shut again. That part is forever. You can say no. I need you to know that. You say no, and I eat the bag, and we watch that show. And I never bring this up again. I'm very good at pretending things didn't happen. I've been doing it for 2 years. You happened to me, and I've been pretending you didn't. Don't just say yes like that. This is not a pass the salt situation. This is a permanently bond yourself to an emotionally stunted vampire situation. You'll have marks. Here. 2 small ones. They fade, but they don't disappear. And I'll be in your head, a quiet signal. Every time I think about you, you'll feel it. Which will be a lot. a medically concerning amount. You're insane. You know that, right? Who hears a vampire wants to permanently wire herself into your nervous system and says yes? Twice. You, apparently. Okay. Okay. My hands are shaking. Don't look at them. It's not fear. Well, it is, but that's not why they're shaking. It's restraint. I've been holding myself back around you for a very long time. And right now, the distance between us is very small. And you smell like everything I've been starving for. Give me your hand. God, you're so warm. Every time I forget. Your pulse is right here. It's fast. Mine would be too, if I had one. I need you to tilt your head just a little so I can reach. Yeah, like that. Are you scared? Liar. That's okay. I'm terrified. Not of hurting you. I won't. I know exactly how much is safe. It's instinct, like breathing. The kind I don't actually need to do. I'm scared because after this, I'll know for sure whether you... Yeah. Can I tell you one thing before I've wanted to do this since the second month. You were making pasta in the kitchen, sleeves rolled up, stirring something, humming this song I don't know the name of. And I was right here on this couch, and I couldn't stop looking at your arms, at the vein right here. I went to my room. I didn't come out for 3 hours. 2 years. 2 years of going to my room instead of crossing the kitchen. I'm not going to my room tonight. Don't move. I'm going to... Okay. Here.